I didn't intend to spend my entire weekend hunting for a Philips CDI around town, but my Saturday started innocently enough. I mentioned before that the local Goodwills are pretty much useless for finding cool stuff now, but I am fortunate to live in a town where there's a local pickup center for their online sales. This works out great for me, and I highly recommend it to you if you live in a similar area, because this will completely eliminate the shipping charges. Oftentimes I end up not even bidding on something on their website because the shipping charge just kills the deal. It's not their fault, it's just the world that we live in. So I had an appointment to pick up a recent purchase, this lot of 4 Xbox 360 games, one of which I needed for the collection, bringing my completion percentage up to 89%. The other 3 games in the lot I can use for trades or case swaps. Considering that the lot was only $6 and the one game I needed costs nearly twice that on its own, this was a bargain. I will consider this a successful thrift. But because the pickup center is on the other side of town, my evil brain said, hey, aren't we close to that flea market that had all those used electronics 10 years ago when you were there? So yes, I ended up at the flea market. This one feels way more like a proper flea market than the one in the last episode, with dubious live animal sales and lots of people just selling junk on blankets out in the hot sun. There was one game dealer here with stuff in good condition and reasonably priced, so I ended up with one more Xbox 360 game for the collection. Some interesting things throughout, but it was too crowded to really get in and dig around. Clearly no CDI here though. I made sure of that, as the booth I remembered from years ago was still here, but mostly cleared out. Typing thrift stores near me into a search engine produced a handful of close-by stores, including the store here. Lots and lots of VHS tapes in this one location, but they'd either been picked through or curated because there really wasn't anything here that was rare or collectible or odd enough to get featured on my other channel, which was a shame. I felt like I'd stumbled into a potential gold mine, but nope. In another store, I saw a couple of PS4 games mixed in with their DVDs, priced at $1.99 each. And while I don't play Destiny 2, maybe for $2 it's worth having. But then, wow, what even damages a disc like this? That's not a reflection, that's on the disc. The other disc was in the exact same condition, just completely trashed. I was surprised then to find a DVD on another shelf that I needed for my martial arts collection. This 2-pack with both discs in perfect shape. I can't wait to fire these up soon.
Sunday, and Saturday.
Sunday was a big day though, because right down the street from me at the local Ramada Inn was the Retrorama Collectables Show, a semi-regular event here in town where local sellers with retro games, toys, and other cool stuff present their wares in the conference center. This is worth getting up early for on a Sunday. Alright, so we are here at the event. It is 10 a.m. and it is already jam-packed. The parking lot is absurd. I just wanted to record this before going in to see if I'm right. A lot of times this show is just Star Trek figures and Hot Wheels cars, and I come away disappointed. But on occasion, they have a varied selection, so I'm hoping for that. Not looking forward to the crowd, but we'll see what happens. And basically, the first table I checked out was all Star Trek figures and Hot Wheels cars. Called it. Thankfully, there was a pretty diverse selection of stuff elsewhere in the room. Lots of video games here this time. This boxed Atari 400 computer and selection of cartridges certainly had my eye. Here's a very expensive boxed Atari 2600. There were some video discs down here that I sometimes collect, but not for this much. Lots of gaming stuff to dig through though. Not great deals to be had, but I did find another title I needed in this $5 bin, so that worked out. Overall, it was a very successful Xbox 360 weekend. One dealer had a loose copy of Godzilla for the PS4 priced at $220, and I was very confused. So I looked it up while I listened to the dealer and a customer bitch about how bad the game is, and eBay copies are selling for $300? This game I bought at launch and am the only person on the planet who is correct in realizing that it's not terrible? I guess the production run was limited and it's rare, but People hate this game. Why would it have so much value? What's wrong with people? Don't collect bad things. This is a highly specific old thermos, and I'll admit I've never seen a thermos for a property I have never ever heard of before. I would have been all about this Cannonball Run car if it hadn't been $30. I'm trying to be smarter with my disposable income these days since a cheeseburger also costs $30. Continuing the theme from yesterday, VHS was popular at the show this time out, and speaking of Godzilla, one table had a number of old Godzilla VHS tapes, ones that I would have liked to have had for my Godzilla shelf. But everyone's gone mental on the prices of anything having to do with Godzilla, it seems. It would have been more than $50 to bring these tapes home with me. Some critters and Alfs over here. Also being sold at several tables were the new line of Godzilla and Kong figures at an exorbitant markup, so that reminded me to head over to the local Walmart and grab the ones I wanted for regular retail prices. Overall, it was fun to get out and look at the stuff over the weekend. Not much else to note purchase-wise from the convention except for this. Yep, this is Video Speedway for the Philips CDI. I now own one physical game for the system, so now it has to happen. I have the software, I just need the device. Maybe next time I'll find one, but until the next hunt, let's play some games. This one looks pretty good, I bet it's great. The packaging is cool. This is a neat case.